Check it out, everyone. Welcome back to Brookhaven, and today we're going to be talking about what actually makes a good update. And as we wait for the next update to actually drop in the game of Brookhaven, we're going to be talking about what we consider would be great to have in a future update, like what should be added to it to make it a good update. And down below in the comments right now, you should definitely tell me what you consider would be a great update in the game. Like what items should be added, should it be a bunch of stuff, or one singular thing? And as I talk, it'll make more sense of what I'm talking about. So remember to watch to the end, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Comment, like, and share. Obviously, I already said a comment. So to start off with, one of the things that make an update really good is obviously brand new content. So what I mean by that is that we get a brand new update, and instead of just giving us like one simple thing, like for example, just giving us a plant. Like, no one's gonna want that. For a good example is, in each of the updates that Voldex has been doing, and yes, I'm going to be using Voldex mainly as an example, Wolfpaq did some great updates, but also he's done some very weird updates as well. So as you realize, every single update that Voldex has done, except for the art one, they have given us one of every category almost. So for example, we got a remodel. That was part of a category. They gave us brand new props. Another part of a category, and also they gave us a new vehicle, which was the Swan one. Actually, I think in this one, they only really gave us one item as part of the new separate category, which was this right here. But we got a remodel, this, and a Swan car. The next update over, we got ourselves the artist apartment with brand new props, but that's all we got that time around. And then we got ourselves, well, we got this right here actually. We got this bike as one of the new things in the new update, along with ourselves a new bakery. Yes, that's right. Oh, pastry shop. It's not really a bakery. The pastry shop is the pastry shop. You get what I'm trying to say. And also, on top of that, they gave us a bunch of new items to go along with that. So as you realize, these are things that make a good update. So I just want to be clear, I'm just using those as like the template of what I'm going to be talking about. So what makes a good update is getting more than one thing. Like, I know a lot of people were upset back in the day when Wolfpaq just released a singular house. But does that make it a bad update? Not really, because if you think about it, we are getting something in that update. Usually when he gives us a brand new house, it's just not the house. We get like things we can do in the house. It allows for new roleplay purposes, and usually it has some form of secret. So that makes it a generally good update, but not a amazing update. Like, people generally want to see more than one thing added to the game. And a lot of people have been talking about in the future updates, which are kind of open, is the next one, the film one we get, is that we get ourselves some brand new boats. So I feel like that's what people are hoping for to make it a better update. Yes, we're going to get a brand new house, but people are really hoping that we get more than just props, a house, and that's it. They're hoping we get some form of vehicle to be added to the game, because that will make it a better update in general. So as you realize, that's what I'm meaning by a better update. Houses, props, and a vehicle will make it a great update. Because since we're getting every 2 weeks, people are expecting larger updates and not small, tiny ones. Like, yeah, you're probably saying right now that the pastry update and the artist update were considered small. And even technically the mall update, even though how much stuff we got inside that mall, you may consider that to be small as well. Just because the fact is, we didn't get a lot in it, and we had to wait about 2 weeks for an update. If they were every week and we got this, people wouldn't really be saying much about it. So when I'm saying like people want a good update, they want stuff that you can have multiple choices with. Like, for example, in the next update, if we got ourselves a remodel, a house, props, and a new vehicle, boat, or car, I think at that point in time, people will go, wow, this is actually a really good update. And also, I'm going to factor in these right here. People don't really seem to count in the outfits for part of an update. So if they added new outfits into the update, I don't think that people go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, if we got an update just with outfits, people wouldn't consider that a really good update. You guys might disagree with me. You may think that's not great. But in my personal opinion, if we got just one singular update, like given, I would want something else added to it, but I'm just making this very clear. If we got a UI redo, like for example, all the food products being put into categories, like how we have the prop box, not the prop box. We're gonna go to the vehicles. The vehicles are a better example. Like say for example, if we got all the food stuff and all the, actually what else we have in here? Like all the computer stuff, all the baby stuff, toys, all the doctor stuff. You get what I'm trying to say? And all the plane stuff, all the police and weapon stuff, all in their own categories. Kind of like how they do with the cars. You see here, it shows all the cars. Having the ability to click on that and have all the stuff there for you instead of having to scroll through everything like this. And also, to be able to have access to everything really easily. Same thing goes for all the other vehicles. They could definitely put all the bikes and mini vehicles all together into one category. And same goes for like all the classic cars, all the premiums and whatnot, and all you do is click one button and there they are. I feel like a lot of people would actually like that update as a singular update, but would it make it good? See, people, even though all that stuff right there is amazing, and I gotta say, really needs to be done, a overhaul on that will be making amazing. Like, even with the houses, technically they can do that with the houses too. Categorize it so they're RP related, non-RP related, but then again, it'll be very small categories, but you get what I'm trying to say. But categorizing them as modern, non-modern, and whatnot might be cool, but the houses don't really need to be touched. But people would actually still want something more in this update. Like, if they categorized everything, they would want to see brand new stuff added to some of the categories. And like, for example, we get a new car in one of the categories, a new premium car or something like that, and so forth. But now we're going to touch upon something that a lot of you guys probably will consider. This guy's going to try to pick me up. I see what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, you have a hunt shirt on. Good for you. But yes, one of the things that a lot of people are probably going to be talking about is a premium VIP and things like that considered part of a good update. I honestly think yes. Like, for example, if we got in the artist department, we also got a premium version of it, which I was kind of hoping was not going to be the same house. I was hoping that it was going to be a completely different house, because if you guys recall, this is literally, it actually, I'm not going to lie to you, it felt a little bit like slightly lazy. Not in a bad way, because this is, okay, for example, this right here is the skate shop, right? And now we're going to get rid of the skate shop, okay? We're going to get rid of it. So as you realize, that was the skate shop. Now we go up here and load in the same skate shop. It gave us all the possibility to be able to go onto the roof if you have this game pass. So you see what I'm trying to say right here? Giving us the ability to be able to do that was really cool and allowed for people to have access to that. So like we have the premium one right here, which is literally the same, almost the same apartment. See, I'm going to make it clear, when I said lazy, I didn't mean actually lazy, because it's not lazy. Because this right here did give us something new to it. It remodeled a little bit, but it was essentially the same exact apartment. I'm not trying to hate on the update or the developers, because this does take a lot of work to do. But this right over here changed. But I'm going to add this in to be clear. This could have still have been done the same exact way as the skate park one could have been done. Like, we could have loaded this in, and this still would have loaded in like this for premium people if they loaded on the second floor. So we could have got another apartment other than that artist apartment, maybe more of a larger loft situation. So many different things could have been done with it. So some people might not consider that really part of a good update, because of the fact is it has been done before and we don't know why it wasn't done this time. A lot of people are probably assuming that Vodex is still learning, so they said this would be the easier choice just to separate them and release it that way, so that it will make it easier for people to actually pick the ones they want. So that's why I'm really not saying it's lazy. It's something they could have probably done differently, but that's literally what they did. So, also, one of the things that a lot of people consider part of a good update is just basically good content. Like, for example, some people might disagree with me or might agree with me. They would want to see secrets in every single update. But that doesn't always make it a good update. If you get secrets, it doesn't mean that it makes it a great update. Yes, for you personally, it makes it a great update. But if we got just a house and secrets, for the people that don't search for secrets, it's not a great update. So you see what I'm trying to say? You need to give content for everyone to build and enjoy. Like, for example, not everyone's gonna love the film studio update, but I feel like Voldex might give us something that will not be a part of the film update, but could still be used with it and release it so people that don't want the film update will have content. But see, there's the catch there. We don't always know, no one ever always knows what people want. So everyone's idea, like if you went down below in the comments, you're gonna see them. Everyone's gonna have different ideas what's considered a good update. So I just want to make that clear. These are just ideas. Some of these are not even my own. I'm just being clear. Like the whole lazy thing, I have heard that before. I think it was in my comments, but they were saying about the apartments. It was basically kind of lazy that they decided to just release the same apartment, just a slightly different variation for the second one. But again, like I said, probably Voldex still learning how to do things. Voldex thinking this would be a better idea than just having it so you can go to different floors, so people wouldn't get confused, and also it'll look like a larger update in general. But, see, I'm not Voldex, so I'm just saying this just to be clear. But yeah, that is one of the things that I've noticed about this, that it's actually kind of around that category where it could be considered good, bad. It really comes down to the person. So at the end of this video, basically I'm saying good content comes down to the person that's playing it. Yeah, I know I said all that stuff throughout the video. Again, these are just ideas, things I'm talking about. Doesn't mean that my ideas are correct. It really comes down to the person playing. Like, for example, we got the pastry update, and a lot of people were like, that's great! But then we have people that says, this update is terrible. This is like one of the worst updates they ever did. Why did Voldex do this? Voldex is terrible. That's because the person didn't want a pastry shop. They wanted something else. And not all updates are catered to every individual person. If that was the case, we would get everything in every single update. We'll get like military stuff because people want military stuff. That's another thing. The different types of things like military, police, emergency vehicles, gameplay, sports, etc., etc. See what I'm trying to say? There's so many different things. Planes, things like that. Like different bits of categories make it a good and bad update. But the thing is, you can't always release every single thing for every update. Like, don't get me wrong, they could. But then we'll get very scattered updates. Like, for example, they could release something military related, something sports related, something airport or something related, food related, art related. I can keep going. You know what I'm trying to say? In one singular update. So basically give us one of every single category. But then something will have to be sacrificed. Like, yeah, we get a brand new house, but we'll only get like one new weapon added for military related stuff. Get what I'm trying to say? You see, it makes sense. Like, there's a lot of different categories for different types of role plays, and not every single role play is going to be dedicated to that update. So I just want to throw this out there and talk about what's considered a good update, because again, this is just my opinion, and I'm giving a bunch of different opinions, and I'm also trying to have you guys see different ways of looking at this so you can understand that every update is basically a good update. You see what I'm trying to say? But thank you guys for watching, and thank you all for being here. Remember, comment, like, and share, and show this to all your friends. Until we meet again, until the next video, thank you again for being here. If you made it to the end of the video, you're awesome, you're amazing, you're super duper cool. Until next time, guys, bye.